Toldot, generations.
Genesis chapter 25, verse 19. Likewise, these are the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham begot Isaac, and Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethuel, the Aramite of Paddan Aram, and sister to Laban the Aramite. And Isaac prayed unto the Lord for his wife, because she was barren. And the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. But the children strove together within her. Therefore she said, Seeing it is so, why am I thus? Wherefore she went to ask the Lord. And the Lord said to her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be divided out of thy bowels. And the one people shall be mightier than the other, and the elder shall serve the younger. Therefore, when her time of deliverance was fulfilled, behold, twins were in her womb. So he that came out first was red, and he was all over as rough as a garment. And they called his name Esau. And afterward came his brother out, and his hand held Esau by the heel. Therefore his name was called Jacob. Now Isaac was 80 years old when Rebekah bare them. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, and lived in the fields. But Jacob was a plain man, and dwelt in tents. And Isaac loved Esau, for venison was his meat. And Rebekah loved Jacob. Now Jacob sowed pottage, and Esau came from the field, and was weary. Then Esau said to Jacob, Let me eat, I pray thee, of the pottage so red, for I am weary. Therefore his name was called Edom. And Jacob said, Sell me even now thy birthright. And Esau said, Lo, I am almost dead. What is this birthright to me? And Jacob then said, Swear to me now. And he sware to him, and sold his birthright to Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he did eat and drink, and rose up and went his way. So Esau contemned his birthright. Genesis chapter 26. And there was a famine in the land, besides the first famine that was in the days of Abraham. Wherefore Isaac went to Abimelech, king of the Philistines, unto Gerar. For the Lord appeared unto him, and said, Go not down to Egypt, but abide in the land which I shall show thee. Dwell in this land, and I will be with thee, and I will bless thee. For to thee and to thy seed I will give all these countries, and I will perform the oath which I sware unto Abraham thy father. Also I will cause thy seed to multiply as the stars of heaven, and will give unto thy seed all these countries, and in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed. Because that Abraham obeyed my voice, and kept mine ordinance, my commandments, my statutes, and my laws. So Isaac dwelt in Gerar. And the men of the place asked of him of his wife, and he said, She is my sister. For he feared to say, She is my wife, lest the men of the place, should kill me because of Rebekah, for she was beautiful to the eye. So after he had been there a long time, Abimelech, king of the Philistines, looked out at a window, and lo, he saw Isaac sporting with Rebekah his wife. Then Abimelech called Isaac and said, Lo, she is of a surety thy wife. And why sayest thou, She is my sister? To whom Isaac answered, Because I thought this, it may be that I shall die for her. Then Abimelech said, Why hast thou done this unto us? One of the people had almost lain with thy wife. So shouldst thou have brought sin upon us. Then Abimelech charged all his people, saying, He that toucheth this man or his wife shall die the death. Afterward Isaac sowed in that land, and found in the same year 100-fold by estimation, and so the Lord blessed him. And the man waxed mightily, and still increased, till he was exceeding great. for he had flocks of sheep and herds of cattle and a mighty household. Therefore the Philistines had envy at him, insomuch that the Philistines stopped and filled with the earth all the wells which his father's servants dug in his father Abraham's time. Then Abimelech said unto Isaac, Get thee from us, for thou art mightier than we a great deal. Therefore Isaac departed thence, and pitched his tent in the valley of Gerar, and dwelt there. And Isaac returning dug the wells of water, which they had dug in the days of Abraham his father, for the Philistines had stopped them after the death of Abraham. And he gave them the same names that his father gave them. Isaac's servants then dug up in a valley, and found there a well of living water. But the herdsmen of Gerar did strive with Isaac's herdsmen, saying, The water is ours. Therefore he called the name of the well Esek, because they were at strife with him. Afterward they dug another well, and strove for that also. He called the name of it Sitnah. Then he removed thence, and dug another well, for which they strove not. Therefore he called the name of it Rehoboth, and said, Because the Lord hath now made us room, we shall increase upon the earth. So he went up thence to Beersheba. And the Lord appeared unto him that same night, and said, I am God of Abraham thy father. Fear not, I am with thee, and will bless thee, and multiply thy seed for my servant Abraham's sake. Then he built an altar there, and called upon the name of the Lord, and there spread his tent, where also Isaac's servants dug a well. Then came Abimelech to him from Gerar, and Ahuzzath, one of his friends, and Phicol, of the captain of his army, to whom Isaac said, Wherefore come ye to me, seeing ye hate me, and have put me away from you? Who answered, We saw certainly that the Lord was with thee, and we thought thus, Let there now be an oath between us, even between us and thee, and let us make a covenant with thee. If thou shalt do us no hurt, as we have not touched thee, and as we have done unto thee nothing but good, and sent thee away in peace, thou now, the blessed of the Lord, do this. And then he made them a feast, and they did eat and drink. And they rose up betimes in the morning, and sware one to another. Then Isaac let them go, and they departed from him in peace. And that same day Isaac's servants came and told him of a well which they had dug, and said unto him, We have found water. So he called it Sheba. Therefore the name of the city is called Beersheba unto this day. Now when Esau was 40 years old, he took to wife Judith, the daughter of Beeri, and Hittite, and Basemath, the daughter of Elon, and Hittite also. And they were a grief of mind to Isaac and Rebekah. Genesis chapter 27. And when Isaac was old, and his eyes were dim, so that he could not see, he called Esau his eldest son, and said unto him, My son. And he answered him, Here am I. Then he said, Behold, I am now old, and know not the day of my death. Wherefore now, I pray thee, take thine instruments, thy quiver and thy bow, and get thee to the field, that thou mayest take me some venison. Then make me savory meat, such as I love, and bring it to me, that I may eat, that my soul may bless thee before I die. Now Rebekah heard when Isaac spake to Esau his son. And Esau went into the field to hunt for venison, and to bring it. Then Rebekah spake unto Jacob her son, saying, Behold, I have heard thy father talking with Esau thy brother, saying, Bring me venison, and make me savory meat, that I may eat and bless thee before the Lord, afore my death. Now therefore, my son, hear my voice in that which I command thee. Get thee now to the flock, and bring me thence 2 good goats, kids of the goats, that I may make pleasant meat of them for thy father, such as he loveth. Then thou shalt bring to thy father, and he shall eat, to the intent that he may bless thee before his death. But Jacob said to Rebekah his mother, Behold, Esau my brother is rough, and I am smooth. My father may possibly feel me, and I shall seem to him as a mocker. So shall I bring a curse upon me, and not a blessing? But his mother said unto him, Upon me be thy curse, my son. Only hear my voice, and go and bring me them. So he went and set them, and brought them to his mother. And his mother made pleasant meat, such as his father loved. And Rebekah took fair clothes of her elder son Esau, which were in her house, and clothed Jacob her younger son. And she covered his hands and the smooth of his neck with the skins of the kids of the goats. Afterward she put pleasant meat and bread which she had prepared in the hand of her son Jacob. When he came to his father, he said, My father. He answered, I am here. Who art thou, my son? And Jacob said to his father, I am Esau thy firstborn. I have done as thou badest me. Arise, I pray thee, sit up and eat my venison, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac said to his son, How hast thou found it so quickly, my son? He said, Because the Lord thy God brought it to mine hand. Again said Isaac to Jacob, Come near me, that I may feel thee, my son, whether thou be my son Esau or not. Then Jacob came near to Esau his father, and he felt him and said, The voice is Jacob's voice, but the hands are the hands of Esau. For he knew him not, because his hands were rough as his brother Esau's hands. Wherefore he blessed him. Again he said, Art thou my son Esau? Who answered, Yea. Then said he, Bring it me hither, and I will eat of my son's venison, that my soul may bless thee. And he brought it to him, and he ate. Also he brought him wine, and he drank. Afterward his father Isaac said unto him, Come near now, and kiss me, my son. And he came near and kissed him. Then he smelled the savor of the garments, and blessed him, and said, Behold, the smell of my son is as the smell of a field which the Lord hath blessed. God give thee therefore of the dew of heaven, and the fatness of the earth, and plenty of wheat and wine. Let people be thy servants, and nations bow down unto thee. Be Lord of thy brethren, and let thy mother's children honor thee. Cursed be he that curseth thee, and blessed be he that blesseth thee. And when Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, Jacob was scarce gone out from the presence of Isaac his father. Then came Esau his brother from his hunting. And he also prepared savory meat, and brought it to his father, and said unto his father, Let my father arise and eat of his son's venison, that thy soul may bless me. But his father Isaac said unto him, Who art thou? And he answered, I am thy son, even thy firstborn Esau. Then Isaac was stricken with a marvelous great fear, and said, Who and where is he that hunted venison, and brought it me? And I have eaten of all before thou camest, and I have blessed him, therefore he shall be blessed. When Esau heard the words of his father, he cried out with a great cry, and bitter, out of measure, and said unto his father, Bless me, even me also, my father. Who answered, Thy brother came with subtlety, and has taken away thy blessing. Then he said, Was he not justly called Jacob? For he hath deceived me these 2 times. He took my birthright, and lo, now he hath taken my blessing. Also he said, Hast thou not reserved a blessing for me? Then Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him thy lord, and all his brethren have I made his servants, and with wheat and wine have I furnished him. And unto thee now what shall I do, my son? Then Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. Then Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, the fatness of the earth shall be thy dwelling place, and thou shalt have the dew of heaven from above. And by thy word shalt thou live, and by thy brothers, and be thy brother's servant. But it shall come to pass, when thou shalt get the mastery, thou shalt break his yoke from thy neck. Therefore Esau hated Jacob, because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau thought in his mind, the days of mourning of my father will come shortly. Then I will slay my brother Jacob. And it was told to Rebekah of the words of Esau her elder son. And she sent and called Jacob her younger son, and said unto him, Behold, thy brother Esau is comforted against thee, meaning to kill thee. Now therefore, my son, hear my voice, arise, and flee thou to Haran to my brother Laban, and tarry with him a while, until thy brother's fierceness be swayed, until thy brother's wrath turn away from thee, and he forget the things that thou hast done to him. Then will I send and take thee from thence. Why should I be deprived of both of you in one day? Also Rebekah said to Isaac, I am weary of my life for the daughters of Heth. If Jacob take a wife of the daughters of Heth, like these of the daughters of the land, what availeth it to me to live? Genesis chapter 28. Then Isaac called Jacob, and blessed him, and charged him, and said unto him, Take not a wife of the daughters of Canaan. Arise, get thee to Padan Aram, to the house of Bethuel, thy mother's father, and thence take thee a wife of the daughters of Laban, thy mother's brother. And God all-sufficient bless thee, and make thee to increase, and multiply thee, that thou mayest be a multitude of people, and give thee the blessing of Abraham, even to thee and to thy seed with thee, that thou mayest inherit the land, wherein thou art a stranger, which God gave unto Abraham. Thus Isaac sent forth Jacob, and he went to Padan Aram, unto Laban, son of Bethuel the Aramite, brother to Rebekah, Jacob's and Esau's mother. When Esau saw that Isaac had blessed Jacob, and sent him to Padan Aram, to fetch him a wife thence, and given him a charge, when he blessed him, saying, Thou shalt not take a wife of the daughters of Canaan, and that Jacob had obeyed his father and his mother, and was gone to Padan Aram. Also Esau, seeing that the daughters of Canaan displeased Isaac his father, then went Esau to Ishmael, and took unto the wives which he had, Mahalalel, the daughter of Ishmael Abraham's son, the sister of Nebajoth, to be his wife.